tricky question all about forces. It requires you to think about different types of forces, how to calculate resultant force, and it's certainly one that I notice that students have a lot of problems with. It's all about setting out the problem carefully and making sure we have a good understanding of what's going on here. So let's just have a look at the question. We've got a rocket which produces force of 12,000 newtons vertically upwards. So let's just think about that force. We've got a force upwards of 12,000 newtons. We're also told about the acceleration of free fall, which is 10 meters per second squared in this case, and we're asked to think about the resultant force and the acceleration. So we're going to do the resultant force and then the acceleration first, just to make our life a little bit easier. Let's think about that resultant force. We need to think about what are the other forces acting on this object. Well, hopefully you're aware that things with a mass will have weight, and weight is given by, well, firstly, a force which is down, it's a gravitational force, and it's given by W equal to mg. And we're told in the question that the mass is 300, we're told that g is 10, and therefore we've got 3,000 newtons. Now to combine these forces, they are in opposite direction. You'll notice we've got two options. We could take them away, 12,000 take away 3, or add them together, 12,000 plus 3,000. In this case, we're going to take them away because they are in opposite directions, and that's why our force is 9,000 newtons. And you would say really 9,000 newtons upwards. We can get rid of a couple of answers here. We can get rid of C and we can get rid of D because that answer does not, that 15,000 is no longer relevant. So the next step is to try and work out which one's A or B. If you're in a rush, you might have to make a guess, but you can work this one out. We know from Newton's second law that F is equal to ma. Now, why is that important? Well, we know F and we know m. So we're just going to do a bit of rearrangement to get our acceleration. Namely, A is equal to F divided by m. 9,000 newtons, which we calculated before, divided by 300 kilograms given in the question. And that is going to give me 30 meters per second squared. Whoops, which is the answer A. I'm not sure why my line's gone there. It's meant to be scoring out B, but I'm sure you can work that out yourselves. Okay, answer here is B. Like I say, lots of stuff to work out here, lots of steps here, so don't worry if you didn't get this one. This is really what I would call an A-star kind of question, where you're just having to think a bit more deeply about the physics involved, multiple stages, but hopefully you can see with a bit of practice, anybody can do these kind of questions.